Hi, I am Chef Vineet Bhatia. I am going to teach you a very simple dish, but which is not commonly done. I'm going to now cook a foolproof grilled chicken. All you need, which is a bit different here, is basically paper. Now this is no ordinary paper, this is butter paper. The trick is you got to cut this into a 5-inch square, and that's the important part, because this paper will actually hold all your flavors, your marinades and your seasoning, and your chicken is going to go in between the piece of paper and we're going to grill it. We have a little butter here. Don't be too generous with the butter. A small quantity of butter, and we're going to spread this butter all over the butter paper. Leave the edges by around 2 centimeters. And just spread the butter. And then I'm going to sprinkle a little salt on this. What is very important is the quality of the butter paper which you use. It should be a thick quality butter paper. Do not use a thin, flimsy quality butter paper. Sprinkle salt. And what I have here also is a mixture of spices. I've got red chili powder, I've got a little bit of turmeric powder, a little bit of cumin powder, roasted cumin, chili flakes, a little garam masala, all mixed together. You can buy a ready-made seasoning. So you get like a Goan mix or a peri-peri mix or whatever mix you can get. Or you can make your own domestic style, whatever you like to add. If you want it more spicy, you can make it more spicier. So you make the mix together and then you sprinkle this spice mix on the butter. And because the butter is moist, the spice powders are going to stick onto the butter. So I've got some dried herbs here, mixed herbs. What is important is the poultry, or whatever cut you use, make sure it is thin. I've taken basically a breast of chicken. I've sliced it horizontally into half. I've opened it out. So look at this. These are thin slices. They don't need to be thick. The thinner they are, the faster they will cook and the evenly they will cook. There is nothing on this. There is no seasoning at all. All the seasoning is on the paper. On one side, and then you fold the paper back and you press it gently. Now in case your chicken breast is thick for any reason, you can use your back of the knife and you can lightly hammer it down, and that will make your chicken a bit thinner. Okay? So this chicken has gone into the butter paper, and if you look at it, yeah, you see that all the spice and the dried herbs sticks on to the chicken and gives it a very nice coating over it. This I'm going to now put it onto a pan. And I want to switch on the heat now, and this will cook on a low heat. In this pan, you do not need to add any oil whatsoever. It is just very, very plain. Once the chicken gets cooked, on one side, we're going to flip it over and cook the second side. And what you will see is you get a perfectly cooked chicken with all the flavorings and the spices on the outside like a crust. And you know what the best part? Your pan will still be clean. I have done one more variation. Again, butter. What I have here now for the vegetarians, because a lot of you said, okay, chef, can do something vegetarian. I've just taken boiled potatoes. I sliced them into 1 centimeter thick slices, and the potatoes go in on one side. You can actually make these shapes, put them into a Ziploc bag or a container, and you can keep them in the fridge. So whenever you want to cook, you can take the seasoned or the flavored paper, add in a piece of protein or vegetables, and you can put them onto the pan. If you want, these can also cook in the oven. It works perfectly fine. But if you have an air oven with an air movement inside, the paper tends to open up. So either put some kind of a weight on top or a tray on top so it doesn't open up, and even that will cook well. If you're putting it in the oven, a thin slice of chicken or a piece of fish or a potato, you don't need more than 7 to 8 minutes at a preheated oven at 180 degrees centigrade. It will work perfectly fine. So here we go. We have the potatoes done. You see the edges? They're beginning to turn white. So that tells you that the chicken is almost cooked on the bottom side. I'm going to now flip this over. All the spices and the butter and the seasoning and the herbs have got stuck on this part of the chicken, and look at the color, it's white. That tells you that the chicken is almost cooked. At the same time, I'm going to put in my potatoes to cook. The potatoes are already pre-boiled, they're pre-cooked, so literally they will take a minute and a half on each side to finish off. And the best way to make out if the chicken is cooked or not, or the piece of fish is cooked or not, is to actually press it. So when you look at the palm of your hand, this part is the kind of resistance you need on the poultry or the chicken. If it is this hard meat, it is actually cooked. So let's have a look. That is done. My chicken is ready. But you got to remember, once you cook your chicken, never ever slice it there and then, because there is so much of heat in that chicken breast that if you start slicing it now, all the juiciness, all the moisture, all the natural juice is going to flow out. You want it to rest for a couple of minutes for it to absorb all the juices back, and then when you slice it, you won't have all the liquid coming out of the chicken breast, and it will be perfectly cooked in the center. The vegetables should also be done. I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to open this paper now. Come, let's have a look. You see, the potatoes have taken in all the flavors. We'll switch off the heat. Okay, we'll take the piece of chicken breast. Look at this, it is still nice and moist. The potatoes here. The best part now is to enjoy it. Take a piece of chicken in your hand, knife, slice that. Perfectly cooked chicken, white to the center. It's completely white, there's no pink parts. Nice and juicy. You can make this chicken and you can put it into a sandwich mix, or you can put with pasta, or you can do with you can make a red masala, a dry spicy one, put for butter chicken. A great addition to have in your home. So here goes the best part. We're going to try it now. Oh, perfectly seasoned, good amount of chili, enough kick in it, and also nice aromatic herbs. If you have, say, dry garlic or dry ginger, you can even add that in the spice mix if you like those flavors. Make sure you try it at home. Make sure you share with your friends, and when you post it, don't forget to tag me. Bon appetit.